Time for the moment of truth. Oh! It opened! It opened, Zaza. It opened. I can see you now. Okay, I guess he's not as happy as I am. Are you okay back there? Are you okay? I need some lotion for my super dry hand. Oh my gosh, everything that's going wrong, everything that can go wrong is going wrong. Anyways, good morning fam, good morning. Your girl is on the street. This morning I had to come out real quick because Gabrielle had to have her braces tightened this morning, so I'm on the street. Myself, Gabrielle, Charlotte, and the two kiddos. Kid one, and kid two. It's been a rough morning, guys. It's been a rough morning. Honestly, everything that could go wrong started going wrong. First of all, my automatic starter for the car just wasn't popping. It wasn't working this morning. It's winter in Canada. I need that thing to work. I don't know, I'm probably gonna have to look into it to see why it's not working, but it wasn't working. So that kind of started the morning off kind of rough. Then I proceeded to come outside and Zavi's door wouldn't open. So you can only imagine that. I had to come in here with a car seat, which I eventually tried to break down my front seat to put him in through here, but it wasn't enough space. So I eventually just resorted to putting him through the side door, which I mean, it made more sense. It's just that Zoe was already in her seat. So anyways, he came through the side door. We just pushed, we pushed the seat down and gave it enough space to put him through. But man, it was a struggle. And if I didn't have the girls here, it would have been an even bigger struggle. So that's the second, oh snap, boy. So that's the second thing that happened. The third thing that happened is I was trying to reverse out and I couldn't reverse over the bank. So it didn't even look, Zavi, stop it. Stop it right now. I was trying to reverse out and there was a snowbank that I couldn't get over, and it didn't even look like there was a bank. Like the driveway looked relatively clean. No. I had to reverse, drive back in, reverse back out. It was a mission to get out of my driveway. Basically, as we were driving, the car just beeped the whole way here because it senses that his door is open. The only time we got a little break was when we stopped, and it's like the vehicle just kind of thought, okay, we're no longer in operative mode. So it just the beeping subsides during that period, just like at a stoplight or at a stop sign. And then every other time when we're driving, it beeped the whole time. I just went out and checked it and it's still jammed. So this is not good. I don't know. I'm gonna have to basically take him out the same way I put him in. And that's the start to my morning. Oh, not to mention the battery on this camera is dying and I didn't bring back up the life. Time for the moment of truth. Oh! It opened! It opened, Zaza. It opened. I can see you now. Okay, I guess he's not as happy as I am. So guys, I've been back home for a minute now, but I forgot to update you guys. So after the door was actually opened while we were at our appointment, when I came back home to take baby boy out, the door froze again. Words can't even explain what's going on because I don't know what's going on. Hey fam. Sarah here. Welcome to the vlog. I'm about to eat breakfast. Something similar to yesterday. This is steel cut oats with blackberries, raspberries, some coconut flakes, and I also have almond butter in there. That little hint of almond butter is usually for the fat, but today it's not because coconut flakes have fat, but it's more for flavoring because I'm not putting any sugar in my oatmeal. So the berries and the almonds is more for flavoring. What are you doing? Zoe's over here eating her breakfast. She's got waffles and berries, and you need something to drink. Ah, okay. Zozo, look, you left your food and look what happened. They're all on the ground. This is the reality of leaving him around something for like 2 seconds. It's a really nice day out. It's not cold at all. In fact, the door is open right now and the air is blowing in. So it's like a perfect day to take them sledding. And it's one of the cheapest activities that they can do at the current moment. Someone's all ready to go. Someone's ready to go, guys. Look at him. It didn't come with instructions to secure the belt. So I had to do something kind of makeshift, but I think it still will work fine. And then I also just tied the strings. It's my first time putting together this kind of contraption because when the girls were growing up, I had like a toboggan. It was like a formal style toboggan. It's a really, really nice one, and I kind of wish I'd kept it, to be fair. But I didn't know I was gonna have more kids. That was a really, really good one. And Babes and I, we look at it from time to time. We're looking at it for Zavi, but it's so expensive. They're like $200 for something that I don't know how often we're gonna use it. You ready to go? Yeah. Oh, he's excited to go. He's all suited up with his boots. I didn't get his gloves. I should get his gloves. Are you okay, Papa? Is it fun? Zavi was being pulled in this thing all along the way. He had such a good time. He loved it. I put a pillow in here for him too, so he could just lean back. Aw. Right now he's watching his sisters down there. Guys, it's turning out to be a lot windier than I expected out here. It's a little chilly, but not bad. Not really. Oh, look at the sun. Guys, I am back home. I think I vlogged a little bit when I got home, but I didn't so much. At some point or another, I had to end up taking a little bit of a nap because I had a big headache. I didn't end up napping though, because Zoe just wasn't about it. She just wanted to do her own thing, so I kept having to tell her. I took her up to nap with me. That was probably my big mistake because she wasn't really in the mood to nap. Anyways, I'm actually down on the ground now because I'm unboxing my pot. Oh, how nice. I bought this cast iron pot and this one is enameled. So I was hesitant about this because I know the enamels and stuff like this can chip. This one has really good reviews. It's by this French brand. So I'm hoping it will last a long time. The good thing that I'm really liking about this, because I wanted to use it now and then I was like, oh shoot. Babes reminded me, I was talking to him. He reminded me that cast irons often needed seasoning, and I looked it up and this one actually doesn't, which is amazing. They designed it in a way where they sealed it because the sealing on the outside acts like a seasoning in a sense, and they also, I guess they kind of already did that to the inside. My pot came in 2 pieces. It has this one, which is the grill. This is gonna be really, really cool, and it also serves as a lid for the top of my actual pot. So it serves as a lid. You guys, I'm so excited about this. I know all the things moms get excited about. My kid, Mick, was just over here and she saw how excited I got, and she's like, you know you're a mom when?
Hey guys.
So Aaron is home, guys, and supper's ready. You see what I made?
Ooh.
Anyways, yeah, we were just basically having a little chit chat with our kids, those that are getting ready to, preparing for university. So that's been the evening in the parenting zone. Parenting is not easy. Oh,
No.
Right?
No.
So we're trying to just find the middle ground of knowing how much to say and how much not to say, and giving them the space to be able to think on their own, but also applying enough pressure in the sense that lets them know the importance of, I guess, getting a good education.
The importance of school.
School.
Yeah. And you know, being happy with what you're doing.
Yeah, being happy. And well, that's the thing. They don't always go hand in hand. You may have to, the thing you may want to do, like that can provide you and can take care of yourself in the future, provide you with the lifestyle that you may want to live, may not be entirely what you want to do. And then the thing that you may want to do won't do that for you. So it's all a part of growing up, like figuring things out. It's not easy at all. You really have to, I guess, this is why it takes time to kind of sit down and figure things out along the way and make sure you know, compromise. You have to compromise with your own self.
Yeah.
About the things that you want to do.
What if Zabby came and said, I want to play video games for a living?
For a living. Well, if that was the case, that would have to be something that you'd have to work on, like be working on, I guess, casually in the background on a channel. But seriously,
yeah,
I know people do it, but you know, I don't know.
Yeah, not many though.
Not no, many. In the grand scheme of things. That's the thing, like TikTok and all these and YouTube and stuff has a lot of the future generation dreaming of being like influencers and YouTubers. But what the kids themselves don't realize is that not a large group of the masses make it.
Yeah.
And that's the reality. It's a small percentage, but they don't see that because what they see is just the ones who've made it and the ones who has the flashy car and all the money. And
not all that glitters is gold.
Every single career path comes with its own challenges. So even the one on YouTube, because you see people on YouTube with all the count, the subscriber count and stuff, and they disappear for a while because their sanity comes first. The same goes for like the career paths that are not within those fields at all. They all have their own challenges. So it's really, really hard out. I tell my kids, like, I don't want to push them to be anything they don't want to be, but
that's right.
I want them to be, you know, I want them to be successful in their own right. Not for me, not because I want bragging rights to say I have got a doctor or a lawyer for a child. I want them to be happy, and I want them to choose things that are healthy, you know. Don't want them to wind up in certain, like, I think we all as parents probably would know that we wouldn't want our kids to be doing certain things that are just not even sacred. What's the word? But we're not even gonna go there. But you know, I just want them to come out on top for their own personal selves. Yeah. Parenting is so hard. Why does it have to be so hard? Where can I go buy this parenting manual, by the way? I can go find one somewhere.
You can only purchase it after your kids grow up. That's the rule. It's only for sale once your oldest or your youngest child is an adult. Then you're allowed to buy it.
You're keeping Benji warm with my sweater? Oh, that's not my sweater, that's Gabrielle's. Okay,
that's why grandparents have all the advice.
Mommy,
do they though?
Can I do that?
Do they all have all the advice?
No, they don't.
Do that?
Yes?
Can I do that?
No, I don't think you should cover Benji with Gabrielle's sweater. She'll be upset with you.
She's not.
Well, why don't you use your own sweater?
It's too small.
She's smart, that little girl. Okay guys, so it's actually been a few weeks later. How long ago has it been since he had fifth disease? About 2 weeks? A week and a half?
2 weeks.
It has been about 2 weeks since he's had fifth disease. I think it's more like a week and a half. He technically had it for a bunch of days following what you guys would have seen that night. It was basically a bunch of days of him having like blotchiness that it came and went. And one thing we learned was that it was dependent on like whether his temperature changed, right? Remember, because I was like, why is he going all red? So if he was dressing like too many layers and he was too hot, he would get blotchier. Yeah. If he was cuddling with me or something, you'd get really blotchy and the spots would be very prominent and things like that. So the night when he came back down, it was his blotchiness subsided or kind of temporarily went away because he was just kind of down and out. You know, he was cool, crawling around by himself as opposed to being cuddled in the bed with us. I don't know, how do they say fifth disease comes about? I don't know how it comes
It's
about.
just a common virus.
Apparently, it's like a very common virus. Like I was explaining before, I've never dealt with anything like this with any of the girls, huh?
No, not at all.
But I was saying that, what did you say about boys having weaker immune systems?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, but is that something you read?
Yeah, it's true.
I believe it because he's already suffered with things that we've never suffered with the girls.
Mm-hmm.
Like he already had roseola and now he's had this. And it always comes about whenever he's had a fever. So I don't know, do they go hand in hand? Like does fifth disease come about as from having a fever?
No. A fifth is a symptom.
And that's a symptom of the fever. But roseola came about from the fever.
No, that's a symptom.
Oh, I thought it came about from the fever.
No.
Okay, so I was wrong. Anyways, he is doing much better. It came and it went, and I just wanted to kind of touch base with you guys because you guys saw that I was questioning whether or not it was like a milk, like a dairy allergy, but it wasn't because the next day I tested him again with the dairy and he was fine, like nothing changed. So
And he's been drinking those milkshakes.
And he's been drinking, exactly. So, he's been drinking milkshake. He's been having dairy just like just like any other time. And even more so now, I probably think now that, we've gotten the go ahead, I guess, by the doctors to be able to give him more milk. We're now giving him organic milk, but it has nothing to really do with what we're talking about. It's not for the same reason because we're giving him dairy, but right, organic dairy. But yeah, what was your experience with that on the whole? You weren't scared. I told you came about and you didn't act scared, but I told him I was a little panicked.
You woke me up at like 3 in the morning.
Well, why wouldn't I? You would expect me to. Like, God forbid something else. It was more of an emergency. Surely you would have wanted to be awake. That would be terrible. I wanted to be awake, but I could sense that you were concerned from the fact that you woke me up. I've never had that. Looks scary for me.
Yeah.
Especially I'm a dark-skinned woman. I've never experienced anything like that in my life, and him being as pale as he is, having like those blotches on his skin.
Sure, yeah.
Like that is scary for me. It's like super scary.
I know, yeah.
I've never seen anything like that in my life. Like on a baby, that was very scary.
Yeah, yeah.
And the thing is with babies, it's really hard to gauge exactly what's wrong because luckily, we spent time looking it up and discovering that it was fifth disease, but there are a number of other things that could have been what he had.
Sure,
and any number of those things could actually result in something scary too. Yeah. Allergic reactions and stuff like that. So it's not even it's really not a joke, but I was very scared, like nervous.
Yeah.
Aaron was like calm and collected. I'm like, why aren't you scared?
Doesn't help when both of us.
I know.
I mean, I understand. It's concerning. I was just glad that he didn't have a fever anymore.
Yeah. So, but he was kind of warm.
If he had a high fever and then he got that rash, I think things would have been totally different.
But he did have a high fever. He had a fever for 2 days, and then this rash came about while he was still like right at the end of his fever. His fever had broke that day. His fever had broke earlier that day. When you called from lunch, I was telling you that it broke, and then all of a sudden that came about. So I'm like, is his fever coming back? I didn't know.
Yeah.
That was just really weird for me. He is good and everything went well, but it was like back to back of him being sick, like with having the fever for a bunch of days. And then all of a sudden he had this thing.
Yeah.
This thing, he was okay when he was okay, but sometimes he was a little bit cranky. But overall, it wasn't, I think the worst part of it was the unsightliness of him having these blotches on his skin.
Mm-hmm. Because if you got to the ER, you would have had to go in by yourself with him.
Yeah. So.
Because we couldn't all come in.
Exactly. Nor would I want you guys to, because it's such a waste of time, like having to all come in and just wait. So anyways, we just wanted to give you this little update for this vlog. Yeah. Thanks for waking up with me.
Oh. I always tell you wake me up. Wake me up whenever you want.
So, okay.
I mean, whenever... Wait. Wake me up whenever you need any help. If the kids ever need any help.
Oh, jeez.
I'm their dad, so.
Yeah. So anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in with Sarah and Dr. Aaron.
Wait, I'm not a medical
You're the Google doctor. You're the Google doctor. You found it.
Yeah.
You diagnosed your son through Google.
Dr. MD, Dr. WebMD.
Yeah, Dr. Yeah. So, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry, today's vlog is kind of like, you know, it's a little bit sad because I know you guys like to hear the good and the bad, and this was one of the bads, but it's getting better and we're good now. So hopefully he'll be good for a long time.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, like today's video, as well as leave a comment down below. And until next time,
Love y'all.
bye.
Bye, guys.